Good day, everyone, and welcome to another epic episode. Welcome to Newsology, a political channel that talks about politics. Seems like criminal syndicates have been reported to target the entire country. The entire country now it is under siege. Why I say that is because the cash in transit robberies are happening from northwest, going to Pretoria, going down to KZN itself. So it seems like these targets are not only located in Gauteng, but they've just spread across the country. So what is happening?
Bakuphinda lokho bafisa ecrossing.
I took the keys from my van, huh? No, it's right there, like right there. Huh?
I can see how they're walking with the bag. This is fucking good.
In a reminder of the increasing danger surrounding cash in transit haste, armed robbers executed a brazen hit on Monday evening in Machakaneng, south of Brits, in the northwest province. G4S truck was robbed in the place called Soshanguve, a violent cash in transit robbery on the corner of the M43 and Molefe Makinda Street in Soshanguve, northwest Pretoria, has left several bystanders injured. So it seems like this common trend are happening all the time, that when these robberies are happening, the community will be just quick to go there and just want to also loot the money, the remainers that are there. And it is reported that now people got injured because of this quick running to the scene.
No, gents, eyeball. Hello, my daughter. No, my good.
I don't know I don't know why people they go there, because these guys are just ready for any action, that if by any means, by just a stand of appearance, any cop which is seen there will be taken down, and there will be some firing lines there. So it is not safe to go to these cash and transit robberies and just be quickly to go there and to just want to grab some cash for yourself, because you'll get up getting killed for something that you were just careless about. Why would you go to the robbery while it is happening? So it is reported that there were people who got themselves into a firing line and they got injured. South African, we want to get there to make just a quick buck, you'll get yourself into trouble. So it seems like the criminal syndicates have targeted especially KZN. KZN has now become the target from these criminal syndicates, and General Lieutenant Mkhwanazi, the commissioner of KZN, said something very interesting to say that these criminal syndicates have now targeted KZN, because several cash and transit robberies happened just a week ago. Not one, not twice, but a couple of them has been happening.
Yeah, we're standing in the area just outside Chesterfield, where there was a shooting incident between the police and the suspects. These are the criminals that were involved with the cash in transit heist. We know that the much talked about heist that happened in Durban on Monday, this past Monday. It was a group of these boys that traveled all the way from Johannesburg, coming down here to commit these robberies. And they were planning to do another robbery again today. And they were disturbed by the police operations that were happening in the area as part of our normal operations that we're running in the area. And the unfortunate part is that when they arrived here and there was a confrontation between them and the police, and the police, unfortunately, they were fatally wounded, and that's why they're lying down there. It is the good work, the credit that I'm giving to the South African police members, those that were in a gun battle with them, of course, but more importantly, the members from crime intelligence, under the leadership of the divisional commissioner, who dispatched another team also from the head office to work with the team in KZN to be able to trace this suspect, and they continue to trace more. We give credit to them, because without this following up and tracing on information on them, we're not going to be able to locate them. As you can imagine, the place where they came and they hired the house where they were renting, it's very far from a normal public places where a lot of activities are happening. So it was a safe house for them. But unfortunately, they did not have cash. They had cash that they took from the heist, but they've got brand new clothes, and you can see they just went shopping after the heist that they had. The team still investigating in order to establish where did they keep the loot that they got, and the rest of the other firearms, and the rest of the gang that has been involved. But we are appreciative of the work that the police have done.
It is reported that the commissioner did declare that these criminal syndicates, they have a network whereby they communicate, and they have all the information that is needed, because they don't target these cars or get money from these cars while these cars have not collected. Meaning they know all the corners and what is happening on the ground, the movements of these cars, how they collect, when they collect, and when they have the money they need. And after that, then they will start to go and attack them and rob them like that. And they say that now these criminals, they come largely from Joburg. So Johannesburg, what happens is that the criminals here in Johannesburg have targeted KZN, because there are people in KZN that are giving information to these criminal syndicates to come there and to rob these cash in transit monies. So as they were confronted by the police, as they were planning for their second heist, they retaliated by the shooting at the police, and the police shot back at them. Unfortunately, of the criminals succumbed from their injuries, and they were reported dead on the scene. Criminals were coming from Johannesburg and they targeted the cash in transit vans in KZN. And the police there, the lieutenant, the commissioner of KZN, said that they'll be waiting for these criminals, and that the police there are ready to meet them face to face. KZN Commissioner gives thanks to the KZN police for taking action against the criminals. No money was found except new clothes and guns. So, you know the quick buck. You just spend it just in buying some nice items for you, some clothing, some good stuff and so forth. So the only things that were found were the clothes and the guns. So there were no monies that were found, because we know that the same criminals were reported that the police investigative unit were tracing them for a week now, and it was confirmed that the same criminals that bombed the cash in transit money are the same criminals now that the police have taken down. And they wanted to fight the police. And I think this is what the criminals need to learn, to say, every time when the criminals face off the police by the shootout, the criminals ended up dead. In most cases, they end up getting shot at, getting wounded, and not arrested, but they die. And the police will just come out in a full force and just take down the criminal like that. That's how they lose everything. The past 3 months, KZN has been a target to these criminals. These criminals, they build networks and have contracts. And have contacts, in KZN. Since the beginning of the year, KZN has been hit in the most. So, Lieutenant Mkhwanazi says that KZN has now this mafia. There are these contacts that are just a network to do all these criminals, right? Whereby they communicate to them to tell them that no, you can come, this is how their movement, this is what is happening, police visibility is not there, and this is how you can take the money, and this is the house you'll be staying at, and all that, saying that those things are being communicated in time, and now the police needs just to deal with such. The bomb of the vehicle, it happened, but now Mkhwanazi said that the bombing of the vehicle, now in KZN, they've changed the strategy. They will take the money first and they will bomb the truck later, right? So that they are doing that so that they will give this thing of saying that it is misleading information. While there's a bombing and the focus is there, so the criminals are doing a getaway. And now they are just shifting the focus of not them being the target on the highway or wherever where they are, but they are just saying that because there was a bombing, when there was a bombing, every cop will focus there, everyone will focus there, because everyone will just want to deal with that activity while maybe the bomb has just went on, right? But it's saying that now that is a new strategy that they use, because they will take the money first and protect it, and the money, boom, is gone. So that's where we end about the criminal activities which are being done in the country. And the police, by the way, need to be ready, whether in Gauteng, whether in Northwest, or whether in KZN, or in some other parts of the country. They will need just to be ready for these criminals, because it seems like, since many people are unemployed, now people are making employment for themselves by saying that we are taking the money without working for it. We'll just grab it just using the guns and we are out. So that's what we have for today. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and you can press the super thanks button and leave a comment on the section below. Let us hear what you think about these bombings and these criminal activities that are happening across the country. Until we meet on the next video, and I'm out.